Detective Jason Watson stood amidst the muted chaos of the police station's bullpen, his gaze fixed upon the array of corkboards festooned with crime scene photographs. Each image seemed to pulse with a silent accusation, a reminder of his unrelenting pursuit of justice, often met with frustration and dead ends. He sat at his desk, bathed in the sterile glow of his computer screen, drowning in a sea of digital paperwork and unfulfilled promises. A notification chimed from his phone, piercing the heavy silence of the room. Jason's eyes flickered towards the screen, his heart quickening at the sight of the caller ID, Captain Reynolds. With a sense of urgency, he snatched up his coat, his mind already racing through the possibilities of what awaited him. Outside, the city was cloaked in the shroud of night, the streets illuminated by the pulsating red and blue lights of police cruisers. Jason navigated through the maze of alleyways and thoroughfares, his thoughts consumed by the enigma of the case ahead. Arriving at the crime scene, Jason was greeted by a scene of organized chaos. The dilapidated apartment building loomed ominously before him, its cracked facade a silent testament to the decay that festered within its walls. Yellow crime scene tape fluttered in the chilly breeze, a stark contrast to the warmth that once filled the lives of those who called this place home. Entering the building, Jason was met with the unmistakable scent of death, a putrid miasma that hung heavy in the air. He followed the trail of officers, his footsteps echoing against the cracked linoleum floors, until he reached the heart of the crime scene. There, amidst the debris and detritus of broken lives, lay the latest victim, a young woman, her lifeless eyes staring blankly into the abyss. Jason's jaw clenched as he surveyed the scene, his mind already piecing together the puzzle that lay before him. Another victim, another life snuffed out by the merciless hand of fate. But this time, Jason vowed, this time would be different. Back at the station, Jason found himself ensconced within the sterile confines of the interrogation room, face to face with a suspect whose haunted eyes betrayed a lifetime of guilt and regret. The words were unnecessary, the evidence spoke for itself. Fiber samples, DNA evidence, each piece fitting together like the jagged edges of a shattered mirror, reflecting the fractured truth that lay hidden beneath the surface. In the forensic lab, under the unforgiving glare of fluorescent lights, Jason and his partner Tate Morgan watched as the evidence unfolded before them, each revelation bringing them one step closer to the elusive truth. But with each piece of evidence came the realization of the horrors that had been committed, the lives that had been lost, and as the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Jason couldn't help but wonder how many more would fall victim to the darkness that lurked within the city's streets. In the courtroom, surrounded by the families of the victims, Jason watched as justice was served, the verdict ringing out like a hollow victory in the echoing silence of the courtroom. But as the gavel fell, he couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness that washed over him, the knowledge that no amount of justice could bring back the lives that had been taken. As he walked out of the courtroom, the weight of the city's shadows still pressing down on him, Jason couldn't help but wonder how many more would fall victim to the darkness that lurked within its streets. And as he gazed out into the night, he knew that his battle was far from over, that the echoes of the shadows would continue to haunt him long after the case was closed. But amidst the darkness, there flickered a glimmer of hope, a beacon of light in the abyss. And with each step forward, Jason vowed to chase that light, to banish the shadows that threatened to engulf them all. For in the end, it was not the darkness that defined them, but the strength to rise above it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe and comment if you want more of these. Thank you.